everyone, it's Kiki! Welcome back to my Emerald Witch cosplay costume making series. In this episode, we are focusing on one of the most iconic and detailed parts of Sieglinde Sullivan's look, the structured bodice and her dramatic lace collar. The bodice features sharp lines, puff sleeves, a fitted silhouette, and dramatic front and back details. I will guide you through the full sewing process using my printable digital sewing pattern. The lace collar is a handmade piece created by modifying and testing embroidery settings to match the character's illustrated design. Although the motif isn't my original design, I digitized it myself and adjust the structure several times to ensure it fits perfectly with the bodice neckline. These pieces bring elegant structure and signature character details to the final look. Let's begin! You can purchase the pattern from my shops. Once payment is complete, the files will be automatically sent to you for download. Make sure to print the pattern at 100% scale or actual size on A4 paper. You can use 75 to 110 GSM paper, depending on your preference. Steps to assemble the pattern. First, trim the blank edges on the sides of each page for easier alignment. Match the markings and tape the pages together. Cut the pattern pieces along the dashed lines. Verify that all pattern pieces match the layout shown on page 2. The first 6 pages contain essential details like size charts, sewing tools, and technical flat drawings to guide you. Once printed and assembled, you are ready to start sewing. This bodice features a blend of luxurious materials that reflect Sieglinde Sullivan's noble and mystical presence. I use dark green taffeta for its crisp structure and subtle black sheen, paired with smooth green satin to create contrast and a gentle shine. The front panel is made from deep black velvet, adding richness and anchoring the gold essence. For decoration, I use gold twisted trim and self-made embroidery lace to frame the neckline with a gilded touch. The back lacing panel is created from white PVC leather, reinforced with metal eyelets, and finished with black cord lacing to complete the corset look. As for the lace collar, it was stitched using black embroidery thread on water-soluble stabilizer, then carefully assembled and pinned directly onto the mannequin to achieve its intricate layered shape. Cut puff sleeve panels in both taffeta and satin. Mark the grain lines and notches clearly. Pin and sew the taffeta to satin panels, being mindful of how the stiff taffeta and slippery satin behave differently. Press seams flat, top stitch each seam on the taffeta side to create box pleats. Pin pleats evenly and stitch in place. Sew the puff sleeve side seams together. Repeat for sleeves lining. Place the outer sleeve over the lining, wrong sides together. Pass along armhole edge to secure the layers. For the cuff, sew curved cuff panels into a ring. Find the raw edges with bias tape, then attach to the hem of flare sleeves. Sew tight seams of flare sleeves. Attach cuff to flare sleeve. Then attach puff sleeve to flare sleeve. For sleeve bows, interface bow fabric. Sew right sides together, leave a gap, turn inside out, press flat, close the opening and hand stitch into a bow. Attach to sleeve with hand stitching. Cut both main and lining bust panels. Sew gather stitches along the marked top edge of the main bust piece. Pull threads together evenly, align with the lining piece and stitch to secure the gathers in place. Cut all bodice panels and interface the satin pieces with lightweight fusible interfacing. For the PVC lacing panels, fold right sides together, stitch edges, turn right side out, press, mark and punch eyelets. Join side panel and side front panels to front bodice. Repeat for lining. Embroidered neckline lace on water-soluble stabilizer. Once complete, trim excess and dissolve in water. Let dry fully. Sew center back bodice panels together along top and bottom. Turn right side out, press, and top stitch. So lace trim to neckline and hand stitch twist cord over it. Attach PVC lacing panels to the back bodice edges. Join outer and lining layers at neckline and center front. Turn right side out and top stitch neckline edge. Sew bust panel into bodice, matching notches and curves carefully. Bias find the neckline edge. Stitch embroidered lace to neckline. Sew hook and bar tape down the front opening. Cut the center front panel from black velvet and the lining. Sew flounce pieces for the bottom ruffle. Clip seam allowances and turn out. Press and top stitch. Pin and sew ruffle to bottom of the velvet piece. Attach lining. Sew around edges, clip corners. Turn out and top stitch. Mark button and braid loop positions. Make buttonholes and sew gold buttons by hand. Hand stitch braid trim. Attach finished center front panel to bodice. Hand sew additional gold twist cord to outline bodice seams. Cut circle flounce strips. Hem edge with raw hem or bias tape. Attached to waist seam of bodice. Sew completed sleeves into bodice armholes. Lace up the back through eyelets using black cord. For back bow, cut rectangles for loops and tails. So turn it out, press, assemble into bowl, and hand stitch to back waist. The bodice is now complete. I based this design on the character illustration and recreated by combining lace motifs using embroidery software. The motifs were stitched onto water-soluble stabilizer using black thread. After stitching, I trim away excess stabilizer and gently melt the backing in water. Once dried, I pinned the pieces directly onto a mannequin covered in wrap, adjusting placements and layering each motif. I hand-stitched the lace pieces together while on the form to maintain layer shape. The final collar ties in perfectly with Gothic neckline of the bodice and completes the outer silhouette. The bodice and collar are now complete. Thank you so much for watching part 2 of my Emerald Witch costume series. The bodice was one of the most complex and rewarding pieces to make, with its structured shape, layered texture, and bold silhouette, and I'm especially proud of how the lace collar came together. I digitized and adjusted embroidery myself, based on the character's design to recreate a dramatic, elegant neckline. If you would like to sew along, the bodice pattern is available in my shop. Check the link in the description. In part 3, we will complete the final elements of the look: the wig styling, the horn headdress, and the shoes. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the final transformation. See you in part 3!